And there she is. We're rolling.
Rolling. With them doggies rolling. Ride. Through wind and rain and weather. I don't know. We'll always stick together. I don't know what it is, but.
Well, we can make it our own. We'll figure out something. Okay, hello.
Hi.
I'm Cindy.
I'm Sherry. And we are
Buckle Up, Buttercup.
Buckle Up Buttercup. She said it.
Yeah, she did.
And you better buckle up, Buttercup.
Because today will be funny.
And
if you
fun.
need a laugh, this will be it.
This will be it. I don't really know what we're going to do. I mean, I do know what the topic is. The topic is sex after 50, 60, 70, whatever you want to call it. But it's
it was a challenge. It was a suggestion from one of our
viewers,
subscribers, and we thought, alrighty then, we'll take it on.
Playmate said, just don't mention him. So I didn't.
Yeah, and Cabana Boy said, I think I'll leave the house for this one. I think I'd rather not be present. Please don't have anybody I know listen to this one. So we're going to start off with a little bit of humor.
Okay.
Because, we don't rehearse this. We really don't prep a lot. We do individually, but not together.
Each of us never knows what the other one has come up with.
That's true. So the other day, we were preparing our notes and, doing a little printing and downloading of some things. And we have some notes with us today. And the other notes are safely at the office on the printer.
Yes.
So, enough said. If you need a way to liven up the office, stun it. This could be a stunned silence.
A stunned silence. Yeah, nobody wants to. Well, probably nobody will want to mention it because,
And that could be even funnier.
It could be even funnier. Yeah. Well, I just have to wait and see how long there's some kind of innuendo.
We could walk around saying, "Is the printer working? Does anybody
find anything on the printer?
No, things are printing just fine."
Yeah, that was me. Old forgetful.
It's funny. It is funny. But Sherry had, I think, some good, valuable information because, I took the humorous approach to this, and
she's 10 years. She's 10 years younger than I am, so.
And Sherry was taking the more therapeutic, helpful approach. So
I thought people really wanted to know.
Oh, they'll really want to know what's on those notes at the office. They will want to know. So, go ahead, go for it.
Oh, okay.
What's in that little head?
Very
you
little
can share.
Well, different things that I was reading on the more clinical or therapeutic kind of matter, and I think one of the most important things that it kept bringing up was conversation, having conversation with your partner. And I didn't have that when I was married, and I wish I had that. I wish I was very young when I got married, and and my husband was about 15 years older. Yeah. So, I figured he knew everything.
Right. Yeah.
So, there wasn't any conversation. Not that I enjoyed myself very much.
And he was ill a good portion.
Yeah. But that didn't prevent him from being
amorous.
Yes, that's a nice way of putting it. Yes. So it wasn't until the very last few years that anything like that died out. But the thing is that since then I have learned that you and your partner, however long that might be, whether it be a one night stand or a long standing relationship, you need to have conversation about what you want and don't want, and what you think you'd like, and what you'd like to try, and what you wouldn't like to try. And
Well, it's a
just
whole new
being
world when the kids are
honest.
out of the house. If you've raised children and you become empty nesters, it's a new beginning.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I remember one night our son running into the bedroom and throwing open the door and wondering what Dad was doing to Mom. And that kind of put a damper on things. And now, at my age, I don't have to worry about that anymore. And you don't have to worry about getting pregnant. You don't have to worry about kids. And however, whatever your situation is, you don't have to, well, and hopefully you know your partner well enough that you don't have to worry about catching anything. And seniors don't have just random sex, because diseases are rampant out there amongst seniors. So because seniors are enjoying their sexuality for a lot longer than they used to.
True. Baby boomers continue to be an earth-shattering generation, don't
Yes.
we? We are changing things in every aspect.
Of course, I can't say that totally. My mother walked in on her parents when they were in their early 80s.
But as a generation, I
So,
think we're
yeah, as a
shaking
generation.
things up as a
Yeah.
generation. Oh, so Mom passed down a little energy.
Mom just about passed out. Yeah, she just, they didn't answer the door. She was concerned that there was something wrong.
That is funny.
Yeah, so.
That's hysterical.
So, what do you have?
What do I have? I have just a little humor. Well, I think sticking with kind of the relationship part of it, I think it's important to have a fun relationship, you know?
Yes.
Be fun. It
Humor.
doesn't really matter if the house is dusted. It doesn't matter, because the house will be dusty again in a day or two.
Well, you know, I did that. I dusted one time.
You did?
I
Oh,
did.
so you've done that.
And it,
You don't need to do that
it came
anymore.
right back, so I decided
you're
there was
done.
no sense doing that anymore.
Yeah. Irma Bombeck said she dusts best with her eyes. She just surveys. If it looks okay, she's done. She's not going to push it by trying to dust something and making a difference. You know,
Yeah.
just-
Yeah.
yeah.
Or if,
So-
you know, if somebody's coming over and you happen to notice something, you know, just kind of.
don't move the figurines.
No. Gosh, no.
And the glasses and all the decoratives, just let them be.
That's right. That's right.
But I think I think it's fun. I think it's important to have fun and just be spontaneous, and don't try to be your partner's parent, right?
No.
Don't mother your husband or your partner, because that's not fun. Don't
belittle.
And it happens when you get retired, when you're both retired. John, you've already had red meat twice this week. Well, you know what? If John wants red meat again, let him do it.
Sarah, you sure you want that other glass of wine? You know what? If you want to have fun tonight, yeah, she wants that other glass of wine.
That's right. Yeah, and I think you've got to, there's a saying, right? Don't sweat the small stuff, and
That's
it's
right.
all small stuff. It's more important to live every moment and be spontaneous and be enjoyable and have fun and not get into a trenched routine.
Find something that you like to do together.
Yeah.
And do those things together and have fun while you're doing them. If it isn't any fun, then you're doing the wrong thing. Find
Right.
something that you both enjoy. My playmate and I enjoy cooking. We love to cook together. We watch the cooking shows, and then we try out the new recipes, And one day he might be the sous chef and I'm the chef. The other day I might be the sous chef and he's the
Right.
chef. We just have fun. We laugh. We touch while we're in the kitchen, and it just adds to
Intimacy.
the intimacy and the anticipation of what might come later. And if it does, and if it doesn't, that's okay too.
That's okay too.
Yeah.
Yeah, we spend so much of our time. This life goes so fast, and we spend so much time and energy with superficial expectations.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
You know? So,
And if you're alone, don't hesitate to find a toy or two that you can help yourself out
Cindy's
with.
putting on her camera face.
You can
Just imagine if she had her notes. Just imagine what all the staff are reading right now.
you don't have to go down to the store to the local sex toy store and pick something up. You can go online and read the reviews and see what other people say, but there's nothing wrong with pleasuring yourself if you don't have a partner, or if you haven't found one yet, or if you've recently lost your partner. Men and women, you know. Men, from everything that I'm reading, are not turned off by a woman using a sex toy if he has erectile dysfunction. In fact, it's a little exciting for him. So don't be afraid of if that helps you out. You know, sometimes as women get older, it takes them longer to come to a climax. And so if a sex toy helps, use it. There's nothing wrong with that. Or if you're alone.
And there's a lot of data out there that an active sex life, however you define it, can extend life.
Absolutely.
It keeps that blood flowing. It keeps the whole immune system. There's a lot of research
Your
on that topic.
endorphins.
Everything.
Helps your endorphins, so you
get
feel
better rest. You get
Yes.
the heart rate. Yeah, lots of benefits.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So you
what
took
else
the
do I
bag
have?
down.
I what?
You took the bag down.
Yes, I did.
Oh, okay.
Put the bag back down.
So what have you got?
Well, I have a lot of stuff that I'm really not going to talk all about because a lot of it doesn't pertain to things. You know, we know what sex can relieve. It's also a lower risk of prostate cancer.
Oh,
An active
interesting.
sex life,
Okay, okay.
And
That's good to know.
even if, ladies, if you say you have a headache, sex is a headache relief. So you might just get past that headache, and he may not buy that excuse any longer.
I've
There's
never
that,
had
too.
that excuse. I don't get headaches, so I've never had that excuse.
I don't get headaches either. And I would not use an excuse.
I wouldn't either.
anyway.
I enjoy an active sex life, so
Yeah.
I always have. So.
We don't need to find an
No,
excuse.
no.
But there's a large body of evidence suggesting that sexual activity can affect the health of the immune system. That said, the reported effects of sex on the immune system are highly variable, differing across the sexes as well as across other factors such as mental health. That's huge. And
Yes.
antibodies, and yeah, it's great. Heart healthy,
Yes. Oh, yes.
very good for the heart.
After my husband had his first heart surgery, he asked the doctor, and the doctor said, "Go for it."
Yeah.
He said it's actually very beneficial
It
for
is.
your heart.
Get that circulation going.
Yes.
Yeah, it is good. So I was thinking, I was going to ask you, does this look like 10 inches? Does size matter?
Oh, I
That's
have
not
a
in
very
my-
crude joke that I heard about that. We won't even mention that. But, yeah, size doesn't matter.
No.
There's a lot of ways you can compensate for.
Well, it's how
There's a lot of ways you can compensate for any kind of what you might think is, I don't know,
difference than
difference.
different
Yeah.
than what you might expect
Yeah,
when you're
yeah.
younger. But everything changes with age.
Everything
Our
changes.
whole bodies are going through an evolutionary process.
Yes, yes.
So it's not, it's not one size, play on words. It's not
Exactly.
one size fits all, and it's not just this way and no other way.
Mhm.
It's what works for the two people.
That's right. That's right.
And that changes.
And if one
and
thing
it should
doesn't
change.
work, try something else.
Can you imagine doing the same thing the same way when you're 20 and you're still doing it that way
No,
at 60?
no,
Oh, please.
no. Yeah.
Yeah. That's where we're talking
The
about
body isn't able to do
the
same
mundane
things.
routine. We got to shake things up.
Because our bodies do, sometimes the old knees or the back or whatever
Yeah.
just aren't working the way they used to, and so try a different position, try a different surface in your home. It doesn't necessarily have to be in the bedroom.
If it's the kitchen floor, you'll smile every time you go in the kitchen to make dinner.
Oh, honey, remember when?
Yeah, that's right. What do you want for dinner tonight? So I did run across some statistics that I thought were kind of interesting with a little bit of humor.
Oh, good.
So females reported having sex an average of 4.68 times a week, or month, 4.68 times a month, whereas males reported having it an average of 6.18 times a month. Now, I am not a math wizard, but I can calculate that one. And between ages 60 and 72, the women dropped to 1.74, but the guys hung in there with 3.13. They're still going. We're not sure where they're going with that age group.
I think men tend to exaggerate. You had the tape measure, they might be exaggerating a little bit, or they might be also adding the hand jobs.
Put it bluntly.
Not to be too
Fine, I'm a
crude.
little below my quota this month. I'll take care of it. Oh, but one thing that is not it's not avoidable, it's inevitable, are the hormonal changes.
Oh yes, absolutely.
How that drops. And when you part, especially with women, because I can only speak from the woman's point of view, but when you're going through the menopause and all those changes, so you're partnering the hot flashes and then the cold flashes and the hormonal changes, it's such a roller coaster. It's really hard to take time to figure out about the sex life and how to keep it alive and thriving, because there's a lot that we go through in a fairly, if you look at the lifespan, it's a fairly short period of time.
It is, yeah.
And I know men go through the same changes.
Yes, they do.
And it's just...
And we go through them actually at about the same time.
Yeah.
And so that's why it's really important to communicate, especially for couples who live in the same home. If you're married, or if you're just, if you're sharing the same abode, you're going to be in close proximity all the time.
Right.
And so you need to communicate those things. And there's wonderful, exciting lubricants out there for the women. And because sex can be painful when the women are going through those those changes and afterward.
Right.
And so add a little spice and get one of those tingly lubricants. I'm sorry. This was a great topic. I love it.
What was that? What's that saying? Something me timbers.
Shiver me
Shiver me
timbers.
timbers. Kindle me.
Yeah. That's called tickling your fancy.
Oh, there you go. I'm putting my camera face back up.
You know, you get to a certain age and you just feel like you can say anything. I don't know if this is going to be censored or not, but
That's true. Hello, YouTube. Yep. So, yep. I think we've covered most of it.
most
I mean,
of it.
there's a lot of data on all these little topics, but I thought this was kind of funny.
Okay.
You know, my humor kicks in,
Yes.
right? It says when you were younger, hormones drove sex. As you age, your hormone levels decline. We talked about that. In men, this means lower levels of testosterone.
Mm-hmm.
So they may notice shorter orgasms. Is that it? Am I done? Did I
Yeah.
miss something?
Yeah.
Is it over already?
Yes.
And that's and same thing for women.
Yes.
You know,
We have a lot of testosterone too.
we get more
And
as we get older.
So, but our levels also drop.
Right.
And, but yeah, with men, the erection may not be as hard. It may not last as long.
Right.
But that doesn't mean that you can't both enjoy yourself
Right.
and find fulfillment. So don't give up on it.
So what do you think about having sex if your partner has dementia?
Wow. You know, I had never really thought about that, and that's, boy.
You know who deals with that are nursing homes and
Yes.
assisted living facilities.
Absolutely.
And because Mrs. Smith wants to go see Mr. Jones.
We had a couple like that years when I was a very young woman. I worked in the nursing home, and we had a very elderly gentleman and a very elderly woman who had a stroke even.
Yeah.
But she just says she would just throw her covers back and say, "Come on, honey, come on, honey," and he would just shuffle along as fast as he could.
Yeah.
You know, we kind of tried to turn a blind eye to it every once in a while so
Right.
that they could enjoy themselves.
Yeah. It's a strong focus sometimes.
And I
Yeah.
think sometimes it's even stronger when they're in the throes of dementia.
Oh, absolutely.
You know,
Yes.
the
Oh,
urge to
absolutely.
have that closeness
Yeah.
is even, you know,
Yeah.
and none of us, if we're really honest, none of us finds a touch of another repugnant. Very few, there
Right.
are a few people, but very few. Most of us need that human touch, that human companionship.
Right.
And like we were saying, it adds for more happiness and a better mental outlook. Yeah, absolutely. There's a woman who has written many books and has about 32 YouTube videos out. And I know her last name is Price. I think it's either Jean or Jane. I left my notes at work on the printer, and for others to see. But one, she has a ton of books, and
Somebody says
they're
going
very
to the
good.
bookstore next week. We'll know what they're after.
That's right. They're very good books. So we know where you're going, Sharon.
Off to the bookstore.
Off to the bookstore, and but do watch her videos. Look for, like I said, I think it's Jane Price, but her last name is Price. So if you look up sex, grief, sex after grief.
Yeah.
That's one of her books. If you look up that one, you'll find everything else on YouTube and on Amazon.
Well, and if you have a partner that is going through the beginnings or, the stages of dementia and they're in a particularly amorous part of that, you can have fun with it too.
Oh, absolutely.
Don't I know you from somewhere?
Yeah.
Have we met before?
It can be very exciting. You meet each other all anew every time.
Meet somebody new every day.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. You've got to have fun with it.
You do. Yeah, absolutely.
So that's why we took on this topic, because we thought we are just crazy enough to do this.
That's right.
And we're old enough to do it, and why not? It's a real part of life.
I have friends who say, I'm not interested in sex ever again. And I kind of, my head kind of kinks, my neck kind of kinks when I hear them say that.
Her head kinks a lot.
Some of those positions, But, I think I felt that way after my husband died, and was adamant about not having anyone in my life.
Yeah.
But
you have to go through the grief process.
You have to go through the grief process, and then, that human touch, there's just nothing like it.
Right. I have a friend years ago that was left alone at a fairly young age, and after being single for quite some time, and she met someone, and her kids by this time, were full adults, and her daughter said to her one day, it's like he breathed life back into you.
Mm-hmm,
It's just it's another level of contentment and enjoyment in this world.
Absolutely.
So.
Absolutely. Yeah. Okay. You might have noticed that there was a tiny change in the camera and whatnot. We forgot one vital aspect of being romantic with your partner.
That's right. The contribution to the economy, right? Lingerie. And
edible panties.
Edible panties. You won't find those at Macy's. But they are available. So, I've kind of taken a practical approach to lingerie, I think. Things evolve in time, and as your body changes and as you age, we view things differently. So I've kind of gone from, the thong bustier of my 20s and 30s to repurposing the good old potato sack. What's wrong? What's wrong with, the head to toe, just, a little necktie at the top and just let the potato sack drop? Oh no?
No, you want something silky and nice, and
I'm just joshing with you.
All right.
But edible panties, alrighty, multiple flavors.
Multiple flavors, absolutely. But don't forget some perfume.
Mm-hmm.
A little,
but not too much. Not too much.
No, not overpowering. Just enough so that when he
Snuggles
nuzzles your
in there.
neck, he can smell it. Same for the guys.
That's
don't
right.
forget a light cologne. We don't need to smell it clear outside.
Then we will have the headache.
Yes, we will have a headache if you put it on too strong. But women love to smell a little tiny bit of, I don't know what, Old Spice or Axe.
Well, not
or
only does it smell
Canoe,
nice, it
whatever.
says that you made an effort.
That you made that extra effort. A little bit of lipstick.
Yep.
My playmate noticed that I now have eyelashes. I wear false
How long?
eyelashes
Okay,
now.
this has been a while. I've been waiting to hear that he noticed. It took him a little while.
No, he noticed it. He noticed it.
Oh, he did?
Really? Yeah, the first weekend
Oh.
that
all
he
right.
saw me with them, he says, "You
Something-
have eyelashes."
Yeah.
I said, "Yes, I do have eyelashes." That's all we ever said. But, it's just
Yeah.
going that extra step. He doesn't have to know, well, he will now, that I wear them all the time. Now, I've all of a sudden discovered that I know how to put on false eyelashes, and I wear them all the time now. I love them.
Yeah.
And, but just doing some of those things, making sure that your toenails are trimmed, you don't scratch the hell out of them. That your legs are shaved so you don't scratch the skin off their legs. That your heels are,
Yeah.
nicely
A little
lotion.
a little head to toe attention
yeah.
is a nice touch.
Yeah.
I think
Absolutely.
we should be doing those things anyway, but it never
Get
hurts to
those
have a
elbows.
reminder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's just nice all the time if you try
Well,
to.
it kind of goes to that spontaneous thing too. you know?
It does.
If
it
you have to
does.
plan and print for too long,
Yeah. No.
it's
no.
over.
Yeah.
The moment is gone.
And for heaven's sakes, don't say, "Oh no,
Hang
I've
back.
got to get the
Hold that
curlers
thought. I'll be
in
back in an hour.
my hair, and I got to put the face cream on." No, you do that after they've gone to sleep. Okay, you
Okay.
might have noticed that there was a tiny change in the camera and whatnot. We forgot one vital aspect of being romantic with your partner.
That's right. The contribution to the economy, right? Lingerie
Lingerie,
and
edible
our-
panties.
Edible panties. You won't find those at Macy's, but they are available. So, I've kind of taken a practical approach to lingerie, I think. Things evolve in time, and as your body changes and as you age, we view things differently. So I've kind of gone from, the thong bustier of my 20s and 30s to repurposing the good old potato sack. What's wrong? What's wrong with, the head to toe, just, a little necktie at the top and just let the potato sack drop. Oh no?
No, you want something silky and nice, and
I know. I'm
yeah.
just joshing with
All
you.
right.
But edible panties, alrighty. Multiple flavors.
Multiple flavors, absolutely. But don't forget some perfume.
Mm-hmm.
A little,
But not
lip-
too much. Not
not
too much.
No, not overpowering. Just enough so that when he
Snuggles
nestles your
in there.
neck here, he can smell it. Same for the guys.
That's
Don't
right.
forget a light cologne. We don't need to smell it clear
Then
outside.
we will have the headache.
Yes, we will have a headache if you put it on too strong. But women love to smell a little tiny bit of, I don't know what, Old Spice or Axe,
Well, not
or
only does it smell
Canoe,
nice, it
whatever.
says that you made an effort.
that you made that extra effort. A little bit of lipstick.
Yep.
My playmate noticed that I now have eyelashes. I wear false
How long?
eyelashes
Okay,
now.
this has been a while. I've been waiting to hear that he noticed. It took him a little while.
No, he noticed it. He noticed it.
Oh, he did?
Really? Yeah, the first weekend
Oh.
that
all
he
right.
saw me with them, he says, "You
Something-
have eyelashes."
Yeah.
I said, "Yes, I do have eyelashes." That's all we ever said. But, it's just
Yeah.
going that extra step. He doesn't have to know, well, he will now, that I wear them all the time. Now, I've all of a sudden discovered that I know how to put on false eyelashes, and I wear them all the time now. I love them.
Yeah.
And but just doing some of those things, making sure that your toenails are trimmed so you don't scratch the hell out of them. That your legs are shaved so you don't scratch the skin off their legs. That your heels are, nicely
a little
lotion.
a little head to toe attention
yeah.
is a nice touch.
Yeah.
I think
Absolutely.
we should be doing those things anyway, but it never hurts to have a reminder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's just nice all the time. If you try
Well,
to.
it kind of goes to that spontaneous thing too.
It does.
If you have to plan and primp for too long, it's over.
Yeah.
The moment is gone.
Yeah. And for heaven's sakes, don't say, "Oh no,
Hang
I've got to get the
Hold that
curlers
thought. I'll be
in
back in an hour."
my hair, and I got to put the face cream on." No, you do that after they've gone to sleep. You just get up. You just get up and you whoop. Look at that poor little camera. Okay, here we go. Oh, don't we have fun? I hope I'm not giving everybody a headache jiggling this camera around. There we go.
Okay.
Okay.
Took a tumble.
It took a tumble.
A little bit of wind.
A little bit of wind here in the Tri-Cities. That's nothing unusual.
That is nothing unusual.
No.
We try to find good spots for it, but
So lingerie,
yeah.
do a little primping. Try to just look nice.
But find something. Okay, so I think things that are important in lingerie are age appropriate
Age appropriate.
and that fit you appropriately. Let's face it, what fit in the 20s is history. Don't pull it out of the back of the closet and think if you can still squeeze into it, it looks attractive.
No, baby dolls are fine.
Yeah.
You can wear baby dolls.
Right. Well, those aren't snug.
No,
But
and so you don't have to have anything that's extremely revealing.
right.
Because we do want to hide some things.
A little mystery is nice.
Yes.
A little tantalizing vision, but a little mystery is still nice.
Absolutely. Absolutely. All right.
All right.
So we just wanted to add that little point. And along the way, in the future, we might have some more tips for you. Hopefully you'll still be watching.
Hey, you never know. Maybe I'll bring my potato sack onto the camera someday. I'll have to go down to the farm supply shop store and get some. All right. Well, we hope we have given you a few chuckles.
A few chuckles, maybe.
Maybe a little valuable information.
Yeah.
Maybe we've opened the door to a topic that you would like to be more candid with your partner about, but you haven't been. So I think, for relationships, the first step is to just be fun, be honest, and be spontaneous, and be respectful.
Oh, yeah.
Mutual respect for each other.
Absolutely, yes. Oh, and there's one other thing, and Cindy knows what I'm going to say. Ask your partner what their fantasy is. You might be surprised. You might find out that you have the same fantasy. You might find out you have two different fantasies, but one opportunity you can have one fantasy, the next opportunity another fantasy. It can really open up your horizons, and it can be very, very fun.
Putting my camera face back up. We're not going to ask Sherry what those are.
Oh no.
Some things.
Those are things that you just
private.
and those are things that you just want to share with the person, the partner that you're with.
Right.
But it's kind of we hear about people having fantasies, but you might have fantasies that you both might really enjoy. So give it a shot. That's all I can say.
Give it a shot.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Well, on that note,
we're going to end on a high note.
Yes.
Okay, thanks.
Subscribe, ring the bell, email us. I'll put the email up here. And
Yes, email us.
share
Because
our
now
videos.
we have proven that we will take on just about any topic.
Absolutely, and we do read your emails.
We do.
And this particular topic came from one of our viewers, and we definitely appreciate your viewing.
Yes, we do.
And so
Tell
we'll
your
see you the
friends
next time.
if they want humor. Find it at Buckle Up Buttercup.
Yep.
Send and share.
Buckle up, Buttercup. All right. Have a wonderful week. We'll see you.
Bye.
Bye.